Hello, everyone. Spring Convocation 2025 will officially begin with the graduate processional. Please rise if you are able. Please remain standing for the procession of faculty and the platform party. Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem performed by Ms. Hannah Pagenkoff.
Please join me in singing together. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free.
Please be seated. Welcome, everyone, to Convocation 2025. Yes, woo! My name is Arlene Strom, and I'm the Chancellor of Mount Royal University. It is my distinct honor to declare Convocation assembled for the granting of degrees in the Faculty of Business, Communication Studies and Aviation, Bissett School of Business, and the Faculty of Continuing Education and Extension. Thank you to the Highland Pipers for leading our procession. And thank you as well to our national anthem singer, Miss Hannah Pagenkopf. I'd like to invite Dr. Tim Raleigh, President and Vice Chancellor of Mount Royal University, to introduce some of our special guests and share a few words to get us started.
Thank you, Madam Chancellor, and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here at Mount Royal for this special ceremony. Mount Royal University is situated on an ancient and storied land that is steeped in ceremony and history, and that until recently was occupied exclusively by people indigenous to this place. With gratitude and reciprocity, Mount Royal acknowledges the relationships with the land and all the beings, the songs, the stories, and the teachings of the Siksika Nation, the Piikani Nation, the Kainai Nation, the Ithka Stoney Nakoda Nation, consisting of the Chiniki, Bearspaw, and Good Stoney Nations, the people of the Tsuut'ina Nation, and the Métis. As such, Mount Royal University is committed to advancing the success of Indigenous learners and respectfully supporting Indigenous cultures, identities, and integrity, leading to a good life in all its aspects. Mount Royal will challenge settler colonialism and systemic racism and discrimination by addressing the legacy of broken promises and rebuilding the relationships between Indigenous and non-Indigenous people. This includes those who now live at the confluence of the Bow Rivers and the Elbow River, a place referred to by the Siksika Nation, the Piikani Nation, and the Kainai Nation as Mohkinstsis, and the Ithka Stoney Nakoda Nations as Wishchispa, and by the Tsuut'ina Nations as Gutsitsi. Mount Royal will meet these goals by committing to the Truth and Reconciliation Commission's calls to action and adopting and applying the principles of the United Nations Declaration of the Rights of Indigenous People. I would now like to take a moment to remind you to silence your electronic devices during the ceremony, and I do want to acknowledge the members of our platform party who are here on stage with me and the Chancellor to celebrate our honored graduates. Elder Hayden Melting-Tallow, Dr. Chad London, Provost and Vice President Academic, Dr. Kelly Williams-Witt, Dean for the Faculty of Business, Communication Studies and Aviation, Dr. Evan Cortens, Dean of the Faculty of Continuing Education and Extension, Ms. Jerry Lynn Googlis, the University Registrar, our honorary degree recipient, Rosella Bjornsson, and our alumni speaker, Cam Baywal. We also have representatives from the Mount Royal University Executive Leadership Team, our senior leaders, deans, vice deans, associate deans of Mount Royal's faculties, members of MRU's Board of Governors and our Foundation Board, and many faculty members who are here to support and honor our graduates. Please join me in welcoming the Platform Party. I would now like to introduce Elder Hayden Melting-Tallow, who will open Convocation. On campus, he serves as an elder in residence for the Faculty of Business Communication Studies and Aviation. Elder Melting-Tallow, would you please join me in the front of the stage? Elder Melting-Tallow, on behalf of students, staff, and faculty, thank you for providing a blessing.
Ogi niksuko connection mas mukpono kisikuika. Mstwana go kata jakipui. Siksikani duktu toni mai sisipukas tawas. Good afternoon. My name is Hayden Malsintalo, and I'm the Ochtukisita in residence for the faculty of a business school of business communication and aviation. Ayo ki matu ke tispata pio. Nato siko kunakisoma. No kato absatu san no kanipsta pio ko so access the pimo awex. Ayo expomo kinani amuksi esabukat mai skinimacha exe. Ako kita ita piksikaya isoch kagita ma peksuka pio. No kaman sa skinimas laksawa. Ayo po at sumay kanaga. Estisto mio na kai kapsit to kapoch pio. Noksabuto mo sa utisistom so aksita maso kapsia. Ayo po at sumay kanagista pa kiwa. Ako kisita mito dia tatapo. Again, I'd just like to congratulate all the graduates today, and just think just another milestone in your life for your future. You're at the horizon of a new future, many possibilities of your endeavors, and you are going to become role models for your family, your community, and things in the future. But don't ever forget where you come from and who you are. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Elder Melting-Tello, for that blessing. As president of Mount Royal University, I can confidently tell you that Convocation is the best part of the academic year. It's a moment of great tradition and honor, and today the stands are packed and the gymnasium vibrates with excitement, all in recognition of you, the class of 2025. On behalf of the campus community who have walked alongside you during your time at MRU, we are proud of what you have accomplished. Completing a university, did I say competing? Completing a university degree takes determination and resilience. My hope is that you can see just how much you have changed, how much you have grown, and how far you have come. You've gained more than a credential. Think about when you first set foot onto this campus. Maybe it was for open house, or to register for classes, or for the first day when everything began to feel quite real. Picture that version of yourself. Perhaps you're a little nervous or uncertain and eager for what was to come. You might even recognize some of those same feelings now as you face your next big step. But here's the thing. You've come a long way since then, and look at how much you have grown, not just in knowledge, but in character, resilience, and perspective-taking, and leadership. You should be incredibly proud of everything you have achieved. At MRU, we believe deeply in the value of going beyond the textbook and providing an education that shapes the whole person to prepare you to go confidently to be leaders of tomorrow. You are standing at the threshold of another big chapter. You've pushed yourselves beyond what you thought you could achieve. Those moments when things seemed impossible, those are the ones that have shaped you into who you are today. As you look ahead, remember this: growth doesn't stop here. This is just the start of a lifelong journey. And just as you've changed from that first day on campus to today, I have no doubt that you will keep growing, pushing boundaries, and surprising yourself with what you can achieve. Some of those journeys have already started. Melanie Whitaker, is Melanie here? Can you give me a wave? Hey, Melanie. Hey. Melanie is graduating today with a funeral services diploma and is a remarkable example of how unexpected moments can lead us exactly where we are meant to be. Melanie didn't grow up dreaming of becoming a funeral director, but by working as a firefighter in Clearwater County, something clicked. After assisting on a call alongside a local funeral home, she knew she had found her calling. She brought with her a calm focus of a first responder and stepped into a whole new world with the same quiet strength. Without prior experience, she was given a chance as a funeral attendant and ran with it. She chose MRU for its accredited funeral services program and the opportunities to stay rooted in her community. From late nights juggling 3 jobs to the challenges of embalming practicum through science courses, Melanie leaned on the support of her instructors and her work families in Rocky Sullivan Lake and Arbor West Lawn funeral homes. She says the work is about more than logistics. It's about being a steady presence in moments of grief, offering not only comfort but moments of unexpected joy that remind people they can heal. Congratulations to you. That is but one story. I could stand here all day telling the stories of all these graduates. We have so many incredible students with us here today, but I want to make sure we leave time to actually get these students across the stage. You'll soon walk the stage, class of 2025, and be recognized with the parchments you have earned. But before this happens, let's take a moment to recognize the people who have supported you along the journey. From the professor who not only taught you, but gave you feedback and helped you grow, to the volunteer who helped you put on your robes today, all of Mount Royal has been here to support and help you along your journey. Graduates, may I ask you to please join me in a round of applause for MRU's staff and faculty who are so proud to witness your degree granting today. And of course, there's another very important group of people who have helped pave the way for your success, your friends and family. Today, they celebrate you, and they are here in number. May I ask you to please join me in a round of applause for all those people who've helped you get here today. As you start your next chapter, I hope you leave here feeling that you have received everything you possibly could during your time at MRU and that you are incredibly proud of yourselves. We will continue to cheer you on as alumni and look forward to see how you will use what you have gained, both academically and personally, to grow beyond this moment and to continue in communities near and far with these lessons that you have learned. Congratulations, class of 2025, and it is now my pleasure to invite the Chancellor back to the podium to share her remarks. Congratulations.
Well, as Dr. Raleigh said, we are here today to celebrate you. To celebrate not only the completion of your academic program, but the transformation and journey that you have experienced along the way. This is my first convocation as Chancellor, and I am honored to preside over the ceremonies and recognize your achievements. By completing your degree requirements, you have shown a commitment to learning, a willingness to gain insight from others, and I hope that you have made lifelong friendships that will form the basis from which you can grow beyond. I love the Cree word Wakotewin. It speaks to the deep interconnection between each of us and with the earth. And it's my wish for you that you choose to walk alongside one another and that you will give and receive the gift of connection and relationship. Now, whether you pursued business administration, aviation, funeral service, massage therapy, personal fitness training, or employment preparation, you have not only acquired the skills and knowledge of your program and your degree, but you have an opportunity to serve others and to be change makers in this complex world. Your experiences here at MRU will have shaped you, and you deserve to celebrate this well-earned triumph today. It's the end of one chapter and the beginning of something bigger. If you choose to go from here and to lead in a way that isn't measured by your position or the authority that you have, but rather by how you treat others and how you face challenges and how you enable and inspire others. Not by telling them what to do, but by showing them what is possible. I hope you will take with you the curiosity that led you to ask questions, the strength that helped you to overcome obstacles, and the creativity that helped you find new ideas and new ways of working. Keep looking at the world with open eyes and open hearts. Learn from others, listen deeply, think critically. The world needs people who see others with kindness and care. People who create, who connect with purpose. And what you've gained here goes beyond textbooks. You have the tools to make a real difference if you choose. So let your ideas be bold, but grounded in empathy. Let your ambition include not just success for you, but progress for others. Stay connected, keep showing up for each other, share what you've learned, and stay open to what others can teach you. In words that are attributed to the Sufi poet Rumi, walk to the well, turn as the earth and the moon turn, circling what they love. Whatever circles comes from the center. Start a huge, foolish project like Noah. It makes absolutely no difference what people think of you. So class of 25, be bold, and congratulations. May you be true to yourself. May your future be filled with meaning, your minds ever curious, and your hearts always connected. Before conferring degrees to the graduates, we have another part of protocol. So including, like much university protocol, including the robes that are worn by those in the platform party, honorary degrees date back to the Middle Ages and are often accompanied by the Latin words honoris causa, which means for honorific reasons, and recognizes an individual's outstanding achievements in the academic, private, or public sector. So I invite Provost and Vice President Academic Dr. Chad London to the podium to present the candidate for the Honorary Doctorate of Laws.
Madam Chancellor, it is my pleasure to present Rosella Bjornson, the candidate for the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa. Ms. Bjornson is a role model for aviators, particularly for women in this field. Growing up on a farm near Champion, Alberta, she was inspired by her father's passion for flying. And at the age of 17, she took her first flying lesson and earned her private pilot's license within 2 months. She pursued a Bachelor of Science in Geology and Geography at the University of Calgary, dedicating her summers to flight training. And in 1969, she began instructing at the Winnipeg Flying Club. And in 1972, she received the 89th Gold Seal of Proficiency from the Royal Canadian Flying Clubs Association. In April 1973, Ms. Bjornson made history by joining Transair as a first officer, becoming the first woman in North America to hold such a position. She was also the first female member of the Canadian Airline Pilots Association. Throughout her career, she achieved several milestones, including being the first woman promoted to captain with the Canadian Airlines International in 1990. And she was inducted into Canada's Aviation Hall of Fame in 1997 and continues to advocate for women in aviation today. Madam Chancellor, on behalf of Mount Royal University's Board of Governors and on the recommendation of the General Faculty's Council, it is my pleasure to present Rosella Bjornson, the candidate for the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa, in recognition of her achievements and contributions to the field of aviation. I'm going to have Ms. Bjornson join me now at the front of the stage.
My speech is enough.
We'll do the presentation first.
Thank you. Congratulations. By the power vested in me by the Post-Secondary Learning Act of Alberta, and as approved by the Mount Royal University Board of Governors, I present Mount Royal University's honorary degree recipient, Rosella Bjornson, the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
We'll present you with the robes first.
Okay.
Do that. Got that. You can stay put for a sec.
Oh, of
I'll go
course.
behind you.
I'm going to get hung up.
And we're just going to come to the front and take a picture.
Okay.
Over to you.
Thank you. Graduates, family, friends, and members of the platform family, thank you. I am very honored to be here today. It was such a surprise to receive a call from the president of Mount Royal University informing me that I was to receive an honorary degree. Who would have thought? Anyways, they called me a couple months ago, and I have been looking forward to this day. Seemed like forever, but it all of a sudden is here. Receiving this honorary degree means a great deal to me. It tells me I have not been forgotten. As we get older, it sometimes feels like the world has moved on and forgotten what we accomplished during our lifetime. So I'm thrilled to be here today and to see so many young people who are pursuing their own goals and ambitions. And oh, I just wish I was younger. I feel very fortunate to have had exposure to flying when I was very young. I flew along with my dad on his knee, and I was handling the controls. It was fun. My father owned a small aircraft on the farm, and I decided very early that I wanted to be a pilot. With that as my goal, I pursued my flight training and licenses, but I also realized that I needed more education. So I enrolled at the University of Calgary when I graduated from high school. But while I was at university, I have to admit, I didn't spend as much time studying as I should have. I was out at the airport trying to catch rides in aircraft and learn as much as I could about aviation. By 1973, I was in the right place at the right time and the right qualifications, and I was hired by an airlines. It was a dream come true, as I became the first woman pilot hired by an airlines in Canada, actually in North America, as first officer. I had a fabulous career and have many fond memories of flying across Canada and being underneath the Northern Lights. Can you imagine? Oh, it was beautiful. My favorite aircraft, of course, was the Boeing 737 200s, which I flew for over 20 years with Pacific Western Airlines, Canadian Airlines, and Air Canada. It is a reliable aircraft because there's still a lot of them out there, and one that I came to know very well over the years. And believe me, that aircraft can, well, let's say between takeoff and landing, there are over 400 checklists. So you sort of have to be on the ball. I believe education, any kind of education, plays a very important role in our lives. Learning to fly opens a person's mind to new horizons and opportunities. There's so much to learn in the world around us. I was always very curious about what I was seeing out the window of the aircraft. How did those mountains form? Why did those rivers flow where they do? I was very curious about the world around me. By going to university and taking courses in geography and geology, it answered my questions. I found it very satisfying, and I still do a lot of reading about it these days, because they're always discovering something new, another new dinosaur. Isn't that exciting to be a scientist, paleontologist? High school only teaches the basics. There is so much more to learn, and that is why I believe education is important for everyone. You never stop learning, and that's what I challenge you to do. Do not stop learning. You've just completed one step of your training. You've got lots more to learn. Mount Royal has an excellent aviation program. If I were 50, 60, do the math. I took my first lesson when I was 17. If I was 60 years younger and starting all over again, I would want to do my training and education here in an accredited program like this. The students in this program are an elite group and have a world of opportunity to look forward to. The airlines are hiring. Get your qualifications, get your hours. That's my advice. To all of the students here today, my advice is set your goals for yourself and work to accomplish them. Study hard and learn what is required for your desired career. You are embarking on a challenging career if you're going to do aviation. It is expensive, it is hard work, but the end result is so satisfying. I wish each and every student the very best in their chosen career. Thank you again for this honor. Congratulations to the class of 2025.
Thank you very much, Dr. Bjornson. You inspire us, and your stories of being a trailblazer are something that we can all take to heart as we go forward in our own careers. I love the message of never stop learning. The power of education that message that you have delivered to us gives us much to think about and reflect on. So thank you, Dr. Bjornson. And now I'll invite Dr. Raleigh back to the podium to officially present Mount Royal University's 2025 graduates.
Thank you, Madam Chancellor. May I ask the class of 2025 to please rise. This is where the Chancellor earns her keep. Madam Chancellor, I now present to you these graduates who have satisfied the requirements for the degrees, diplomas, and certificates as outlined in the program, and request that you confer upon them their various and several degrees, diplomas, and certificates as approved by the General Faculty's Council of Mount Royal University. Madam Chancellor.
Under the authority vested in me by the Post-Secondary Learning Act of Alberta, and with the approval of the General Faculty's Council of this wonderful institution, I hereby confer the degrees, diplomas, and certificates upon the graduates who appear in today's program, whether they may be present or absent. Please be seated.
You are now officially graduates of Mount Royal University, and we will first, let's give you a big hand. And we will now present the graduates individually to the Chancellor by reading the names of those graduates present today. Some of you may not wish to shake hands, and I encourage those of you who do not wish to do so to simply put your hand on your heart or nod or shake, and we will figure that out. Similarly, members of the platform party may do likewise. Mr. Jeff Crane will now read the names of the graduates in attendance. Mr. Crane.
Chancellor Arlene Strom, President and Vice Chancellor Dr. Tim Raleigh, Dr. Kelly Williams-Witt, Dean of the Faculty of Business Communication Studies and Aviation, Dr. Evan Cortens, Dean for the Faculty of Continuing Education and Extension, and faculty members will now come forward to acknowledge the graduates. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting, and Finance, Michael Bladen. Ethan G. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting, and General Management, Tricia Ann Keteling. Stephanie Furman. Natasha Robinson. Tara Lynn Wickenheiser. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting, Cooperative Education, and General Management, Brian Weber. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting, and International Business, Carlos Moncada. Aaron Wanamaker. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Business Administration, Finance, and General Management, Eric Chow. Aaron Fernandez. Emily Keast. Anthony Cabrosli. Larson Lang. Taylor McDougall. Carlo Osorio. Brad Penny. Mankirat Kaur Verdi. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Business Administration, Finance and Human Resources. Makhnur Akhtar. John Pangolin. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Business Administration, Finance and International Business. Nicole Daxner. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Business Administration, Finance, Cooperative Education, and Accounting. Sukhsimran Kaur, sorry, I couldn't get the last name. Sukhsimran Kaur Singh Deol. Thank you. Sorry. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Business Administration, Finance and Cooperative Education, and General Management. Sophie Joffrey Dominguez. Joshua Lee. James Yahya. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Business Administration, International Business, Cooperative Education, and General Management. Jessica Tran. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Business Administration, International Business, and Marketing. Maria Lukic. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Business Administration, Supply Chain Management, and General Management. Valeria Aguirre. Amr Al-Gabari. Mohammed Borhat. Brooklyn Roan. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Business Administration, Supply Chain Management, Cooperative Education, and General Management. Adriana Go. Adjoa Veronica Otang. Kanita Samor. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting, Megan Aldwinkle. Melvin El Mario. Jacob Bain. Megan Blaney. Matthew Buckner. Dana Mariano Concepcion. Aiden Demers. June Doan. Charlotte Goslin. Austin Gubbles. Carter Isaiah Guevara. Yasmin Diab. Nicole Henney. Jack Haywood. Xanthi Jameson. Walter Joubert. Partish Kora. Christopher James Kirk. Aaron Kostecki. Patrick Koch. Jasmine Law. Jamie Lavoie. Yun Sun Lee. Emily May Lepp. Jason Lai. Nikki Ma. Haley MacDonald. Jasmine Medina. Abel Nasibu. Brian Newen. David Macias. Rahul Parekh. Kiran Qureshi. Alex Rowe. Kuljit Kaur Sandhu. Prabjit Sembi. Ken Seo. Thomas Sharp. Ryan Sherwani. Nikki Stavely. Justin Stewart. Colby Tanton. Angel Veloso. Wyatt Veronelli. Christopher Vodica. Colin Ward. Jake Warrington. Mahamud Youssef. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting Cooperative Education. Gurjat Kaur Athwal. Saida Bukhari. Michael Criddle. Aimee Escalona. Sydney Haight-Monick. Theo Manlawe. Dana Mendoza. Randy Mew. Muskan Rezada. Marie Allison Sanchez. Aaron Tran. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Business Administration, Finance Honors. Rusta Mahoon. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Business Administration, Finance, Omar Ansari. Diana Barsakova. Tariq Ben Haddad. Damon Brown. Derek Chow. Shania Chen. Nolan Chesla. Talbot Cooper. Nathaniel Van Dang. Dang Dang. Spencer Doyle. Grace Durand. Darian Fisher. Jace Fleury. Ron Gashi. Justin Gilbert. Bryce Gertzen. Ira Joy Ginto. Ryan Hartman. Izazul Huck. Ivano Izzo. Cheyenne Hamito. Pardeep Kashyap. Ethan Keene. Tufik Kamar. Bushra Khan. Megan Kimoto. Kai Liska. Rajdeep Malik. Mauen Mauen. Ty McLean. Deep Mehta. Harsh Mehta. Balpreet Minhas. Robin Murray. Sterling Nevitt. Jennifer Nguyen. Tommy Nguyen. William Nguyen. Mark Ortiz. Aman Singh Panasar. Nolan Pierce. Badal Singh Fagura. Gurinder Punya. Nicholas Rapage. Noah Redekop. Eglinton Rios. Shaban Roof. Juan Rubio. Lawrence Swafer. Michael Schlender. Amrinder Sikhan. Shasi Sengenathan. Michael Serafini. Anik Shahid. Nate Sharma. Willem Shipley. Soban Shakravi. Amrit Paul Singh. Callahan Stark. Jacob Stiles. Manveer Singh Tatla. Cole Thorne. Bowen Tompkins. James Trinidad. Kaloyan Svetanov. Erica Valenzuela. Shane Van Alst. Alexander Walker. Nathan Widener. Sebastian Wenzel. Parker Worth. Raylan West. Nicholas Williamson. Joe Willis. Benjamin Warden. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Administration, Finance, Cooperative Education. Ilyana Abad. Tenzin Cho Wong. Zane Delech. Aiden Hamilton. Anthony Hoffner. Shane McPherson. Nikita Palomar. Amy Schoenberger. Blina Shehu. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Business Administration, International Business Honors. Michael Battis. Presenting graduates of the Bachelor of Business Administration, International Business, Josh Boehm. Tomas Buston. Alora Soleil Crickmorte. Ethan Hunt. Enrico Lopez. Maya McIntosh. Jesse Pilling. Caleb Pye. Simranjeet Singh. Eva Totova. Claire Zeeb. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Business Administration, International Business, Cooperative Education, Natalia Ocampo Quaspa. Audrey Ewan. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Business Administration, Supply Chain Management Honors, Liam Glue. Presenting graduates of the Bachelor of Business Administration, Supply Chain Management, Richard Akinde. Jacob Ali. Tyron Badini. Kay Blindkilled. Fiona Chetty. Taylor Clinton. Sean Duke. Ehab Elam. Aiden Ellis. Mary Faryibi. Christopher Heichel. Sean Hupilos. Bryce Ingram. Ryan Lang. Ogie Lozo. Maria Patricia Mendez. Nigel Ali Mustafa. John Mark Nicolay. Sukanpal Purba. Syed Bilal Ali Shah. Bruno Suarez Renjifo. Sydney Thompson. Nishant Verma. Jack Vukic. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Business Administration, Supply Chain Management, Cooperative Education. Christina Azmalozkaya. Alim Azami. Anna Mae Chaparik. Julianne Ferreira. Maverick McCullough. Alan Soriano. Prabjit Singh Saran. Presenting the graduates of the Aviation Diploma. Noor Bangu. Tristan Boersma. Prabjovan Brar. Dylan Ellis. Craig Fairfull. Andira Gayu Molina. Ali Humudi. Jasmine Horbe Verbonik. Sol Jin. Angad Singh Kambo. Kai Saberwal. Presenting the graduates of the Business Administration Post-Bachelor Certificate, Advanced Accounting, Larry Luo. Nida Mir Hadi Ali Khan. Achara Mokarat. Vipul Prajapati. Presenting the graduates of the Business Administration Post-Bachelor Certificate, Human Resources, Jyoti Sharma. This concludes the graduates of the Faculty of Business, Communication, and Aviation Studies. Chancellor Arlene Strom, President and Vice Chancellor Dr. Tim Raleigh, Dean of the Faculty of Continuing Education and Extension Dr. Evan Cortens, and faculty members will now come forward to acknowledge the graduates. Presenting the graduates of the Funeral Service Diploma, Judy Byers. Kara Hewer. Caitlin Jones. Antoinette Lachlan. Breelyn Mistel. Peyton Nyes. Sarah Royer. Sarah St. Peter. Devin Tisher. Kayla Vidan. Laura Walter. Melanie Whitaker. Riley Zeich. Okay. Tessa Zook. Presenting the graduates of the Massage Therapy Diploma, Daniela Araya. Jennifer Behasa. Max Ganakovsky. Joanne Luong. Jenny Nguyen. Eugenia Carolina Olivares Silva. Colin Smithwick. Brooklyn Thompson. Jana Vunsale. Jason Zhu. Presenting the graduates of the Personal Fitness Trainer Diploma, Joseph Bramhall. Grace Brown. Rithik Jude D'Souza. Kyle Philitry. Victor Hugo Antolin Gutierrez. Sydney Jones. Madrin Magnutsky. Sky Matthews. Sierra Murray. Melissa Mayette. Jamie Smith. Leroy Yo. Hallie Verge. Presenting the graduates of the Embalmer Certificate, Kristen Callio. Presenting the graduates of the Funeral Director Certificate, Joseph Beck. Marcy Wasalenka. Presenting the graduates of the Employment Preparation Certificate, Jada Ardley. Adan Arif. Robert Boulanger Victor. Jacob Garcia. Noah Garcia. Dioluc Gill. David Hall. Zach Hall. Paige Rebar. Ava Johnston. Margaret Johnston. Christopher Kosh. Samuel McKercher. Isabel Melby. Izan Minhas. Umar Mir. Ryan Mitchell. Maya Peskovich. Megha Patel. Francine Pedro. Jerome Ricacci. Charlie Reed. This concludes the graduates of the Faculty of Continuing Education and Extension.
I think that's me. Cool. Well, congratulations to our graduates. So we have a few other pieces of business in this ceremony, and I would now like to acknowledge a student who is the recipient of the 2025 Governor General's Medal. The Governor General's Medal was established in 1873 and is one of the most prestigious awards that can be earned by a student in a Canadian educational institution for exceptional academic achievement. On behalf of Her Excellency, the Right Honourable Mary Simon, Governor General of Canada, Ali Hamoudi is awarded the Bronze Medal for achieving the highest academic standing of all graduates in a diploma program. Ali is graduating with an aviation diploma and has a cumulative GPA of 4.0. And for those of you who don't know about GPAs, 4.0 is very, very, very good. Please join me in congratulating Ali on this incredible achievement. Ali, would you come forward?
I'm now happy to introduce someone who is very familiar with the road that you've been on and the road ahead. They too went from being a student at Mount Royal to a graduate, and now one of the many alumni who have been going on to accomplish much with the help of their education. Upon graduating from Mount Royal in 2007 with a degree in accounting, Cam Baywall soon obtained his Chartered Accountant designation with MNP, one of the largest full-service chartered professional accountancy and business advisory firms in Canada. Today, Cam creates value for MNP's existing and new clients through their National Business Development Unit. He's passionate about supporting Calgary's startup ecosystem, and he's been a long-time supporter of MRU's Launchpad Pitch competition and advises some of Calgary's most promising founders and entrepreneurs. So please join me in welcoming our alumni speaker, Cam Baywall, as he comes to the podium. Welcome.
All right, thank you, Councillor Strum, and hello, everyone. Congratulations, graduates, and to all the family and friends here today to celebrate. Today represents a journey of transformation and achievement, and I'm honored to share it with you. In 2007, I was in your chair graduating from Bachelor of Applied Business. I hadn't done the math until I was asked to do this speech. That was 18 years ago. Reflecting on my MRU experience and life over the past 18 years, what I know now is the classmates you've studied with and learned with will shape, form, and lead our communities in the next few decades. I want you to look around and think of who you've interacted with in classes, on projects, at parties. The world that you've known at Mount Royal will stay with you, and at times will become smaller than you expected. A classmate will become a colleague. A fellow MRU alum will hire you or mentor you. Some of your best friends in this room will become business partners, collaborators, and confidants. But more surprisingly, some others you've never met in this room will become pivotal and monumental people in your future. So remember, this is a small world. I reconnect with MRU alum and past classmates all the time. Mount Royal alumni are everywhere. When I was asked to speak today, I was asked to be inspirational and relevant. Unfortunately, I'm neither of these things, but I do have two quotes that have stuck with me that I'd like to share. The first one is, a person convinced against their will is a person not convinced. What this means is to find the people who get your energy. Do not try to convince others, impose your views on them just to feel right and make sure they feel they're wrong. It's not a constructive use of energy. What's more important is being confident in yourself and validated in yourself. Validation, positive feedback, and support from others is something that I hope you all will have, and you all deserve it. The truth is, though, you might not always get it. Validating yourself is a powerful skill, but it's more powerful than telling others how great you are. Typically, the best people at anything, whether it be hockey players or business owners, don't need to tell people about their accomplishments. They'll know. You don't need to do that either. If you're good at something, you won't have to tell others because they'll already know. My dad told me that when I was 13, and I think about it every day since. Think about what you want to be known for and go after it. Give yourself a few years and you won't need to tell anybody what you're good at. People will know. The second quote, this one is from a mentor of mine. I sat on the board of directors of a company I was with very early on in my career. When I was really motivated, wanted to increase my compensation and make a name for myself. This person said, "Cam, don't worry about making money. If that's how you're viewing it, it's not going to work like that. If you do all the right things, build your name, reputation, experiences, knowledge, and network, by the time you're in your 40s, you'll be making so much money, you'll look back at these times and laugh that you were worried about this." Funny enough, I invested in a company with this guy 2 weeks ago after I wrote this speech, so you better be right about that. I'm 38 now, so. Class of 2025, if you seek to do the right things because they are the right things, the rewards will follow. Best of luck in whatever you do next, and enjoy all of it. What you have invested to earn the credential you get today has given you a strong foundation and an aim to do good things with it, whatever this looks like for you. When you can, in the future, pay it forward as a volunteer, guest speaker, or a trusted colleague or confidant to friends that will need this. You have so much to offer, your experience and learnings, your energy, voice, and talent. You are Mount Royal's best ambassadors. You embody its inspirations, aspirations, And as alumni, you can keep building and creating this university's story. Be proud that you studied here at Mount Royal, and congratulations, class of 2025. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Cam, and thank you for sharing your insights with us. I really liked your advice about constructive use of energy, and when it's a good thing to argue and when it's not a good use of energy. So thank you for sharing your insights and giving us sharing some of your wisdom and stories with us. Elder McSeacom, who serves as an elder and spiritual guide here at MRU, gifted the university an honor song in 2018. The song recognizes Mount Royal as a place where Indigenous knowledge and perspectives are embraced. Graduates, today this song honors your achievement. So if I could ask everybody, except for the graduates, to stand if you are able. And graduates, you can stay seated because this song honors you. So please turn your attention to the Sorrel Rider Singers who will perform the honor song. Thank you, Sorrel Rider Singers and Elder McSeacom. This song truly is an honor. And if I could ask you to be seated, please. Before we end the ceremony, I want to express my thanks to the mighty team that is in charge of the extensive planning and coordination that goes into preparing for Convocation. They make it look easy, but we know that that is not the case. So thank you to the staff in the university registrar, marketing and communications, and alumni relations offices, and the many other employees who volunteer and support this event, making it the success it was today. So as graduates, you are now part of a vibrant group of MRU alumni. Yes, exactly. There are 118,000 Mount Royal alumni across the world doing amazing things. And I truly hope that you will stay connected with your alma mater and that you will always be a part of the MRU community. Remain positive and steadfast as you take this degree that you were granted today and move forward. And I hope you will be bold. Congratulations to all of you. This concludes the official convocation ceremony, but before you go, there is one small rite of passage left. I will invite Dr. Evan Cortens, Dean for the Faculty of Continuing Education and Extension, to come to the podium to lead the time-honored tradition of the tassel toss.
I kindly request the platform party and graduates to please rise if you are able. We have one final assignment for you. The mortarboard, or graduation cap, is a time-honored symbol of convocation. Until you graduate, the tassel is worn on the right side. You will notice that those behind me are wearing the tassel on their mortarboards on the left. It is my distinct pleasure to congratulate you on your remarkable achievements and ask that if you are wearing your mortarboard, that you now move your tassels from the right to the left. I now invite our many guests we have with us here today to please rise and celebrate the entire graduating class of 2025. Congratulations.
I'll take it.